Guys, ZBCN just triggered one of the cleanest reversal patterns I've seen in months, and with a major Kraken listing dropping October 15th, this setup is screaming for a 10x move. Make sure you watch until the end, because what's coming next could change everything for early ZBCN holders. Goldrush here from Goldrush Crypto Daily, and you just walked into the epicenter of top-tier crypto intel. Today we're diving into not one, but two game-changing stories around Zebec Network. A project that's literally flipping the charts upside down right before a massive exchange debut. So let's get into the details, because what's happening with ZBCN right now is absolutely massive. Let's dive into this absolutely explosive article from Crypto.news titled ZBCN Price Reversal Gains Steam Ahead of October 15th Kraken Listing. Now listen to this, ZBCN's price has just broken its downtrend with a textbook double-bottom reversal pattern. That's not just technical trader talk. It means the chart literally printed two identical lows around that key 0.0035 support zone, and then blasted through the neckline at 0.0045. That's a classic bullish setup that smart money loves. According to the report, this breakout wasn't weak. It was confirmed by rising volume and a clean retest near 0.0044. Translation? Real buyers are stepping in, not bots, not fake pumps, genuine momentum building before the big event. So, after the breakout, ZBCN set its first higher high at 0.0054, completing the pattern perfectly. Then it came back down to retest, locked in a higher low, and now it's pushing again. If you mirror the first impulse move, from 3.5 to 5.4, we're looking at a continuation leg, targeting 0.0064. That's roughly a 30% gain from current levels, and that's before Kraken even opens trading. Guys, this is textbook market psychology. Accumulation, breakout, retest, and launch. And here's where it gets spicy. On my spite, the Kraken listing on October 15th is acting like jet fuel on this fire. Trading volume is already up 80% in the last 24 hours, according to the data. We've seen this pattern before, coins pump days before listings, but ZBCN's story is different. This one's building structure. That's the difference between a meme run and a strategic rally. Now, listen to this lineup. Zebec is already listed on OKX, KuCoin, Crypto.com, Bitget, MEXC, Gate.io, BingX, and more. That's already a who's who of top-tier exchanges. But here's the insane part. They still haven't hit Bybit or Binance yet. Let that sink in. If this is the kind of momentum ZBCN has before touching those giants, imagine what happens when they do. Mark my words, this could be the start of something legendary. If this is blowing your mind like it's blowing mine, smash that like button, because this is what Goldrush legends spot before the rest of the market wakes up. And don't forget, Zebec also has a buyback program. They literally repurchased over 15 million tokens this summer using real product revenue from the Zebec card. That's not fluff, that's fundamentals. A project doing buybacks before a major listing. That's what we call confidence from the inside. So here's the bigger picture. We've got a confirmed reversal pattern, rising volume, real buybacks, and now a Kraken listing ready to inject liquidity and visibility. The stars are literally aligning for a potential parabolic leg up. But here's where it gets even crazier. CoinChapter dropped another bombshell report breaking down the technical setup in detail, and it points to something way bigger than just a short-term pump. Before we dive in, make sure you're subscribed, because every time we catch setups like this, they tend to go nuclear right after. Alright, let's break down what CoinChapter just revealed. They confirmed the Kraken listing is locked for October 15th at 3 p.m. UTC. That's 7 p.m. in Asia time. It's official. Zebec themselves posted it on X, and event calendars are lighting up. This isn't speculation, it's scheduled, locked, and live. Now here's the kicker. The article says ZBCN just broke out of a multi-month triangle pattern. And if you're a chart nerd like me, you know that's one of the most explosive setups in technical analysis. The pattern formed from late May, lower highs, higher lows, everything compressing tighter. We finally got the breakout. Daily candle closed above the trend line, confirming the move. And get this, the measured move target from this triangle pattern points to plus 315% upside. That's right. The projection sits around 0.0205, which basically retests the prior high from early this year. If this plays out cleanly, we're talking about a 4x to 5x run from current levels. And that's conservative. If the listing triggers the kind of FOMO we've seen in similar launches, 10x is absolutely on the table. The article breaks down the checkpoints beautifully. 1. Daily closes must hold above the triangle top. 2. Volume needs to keep expanding through 0.0065. 3. A decisive push above the 1 cent mark opens the runway to 2 cents. And guys, it's already ticking those boxes. This isn't random hype. This is market structure meeting real-world catalysts. Kraken adds fiat on-ramps, better liquidity, and visibility to millions of global users. Combine that with Zebec's active buybacks and multi-exchange listings, and what you've got is an altcoin locked and loaded for a momentum explosion. The smart money? They're already positioning. We're literally watching accumulation in real time. Mark my words, this setup is absolutely nuclear. My Goldrush legends in the comments. You know what time it is. We've seen this story before with Caspa, with SEI, with Core, projects that built structure quietly and then detonated when the crowd caught on. ZBCN is giving me that exact same early signal. So here's the final picture. ZBCN is sitting in the sweet spot. Technicals are flipping bullish, fundamentals are firing, and a top-tier exchange listing is about to bring in global liquidity. If we hold these levels and volume keeps rising, we could easily see a 10x run into Q4, especially if the Binance and Bybit rumors eventually materialize. But remember, this is not financial advice. This is my analysis and opinion for educational purposes only. Always do your own research and never invest more than you can afford to lose. Still, the writing's on the wall. Momentum, structure, and hype are colliding right now, and early movers are being rewarded. We're witnessing history in the making, costs, and I can't say this enough. Timing is everything in crypto. So if you caught value from this breakdown, smash that like button, share it with someone who needs to see what's about to unfold, and hit subscribe. Because tomorrow's alpha could be the one that changes your entire year. Until next time, stay sharp, stay legendary. This is Goldrush, signing off from Goldrush Crypto Daily, where the treasure never stops flowing.